Arsenal are 2 steps away from clinching their first Premier League title in 22 years after defeating Westham at the London Stadium. Arsenal won by 1 goal to 0 through Leandro Trossard in the 83rd minute. And their camp currently they are in a state of elation. They are jubilating because they are just 2 steps away from winning the Premier League title over Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. So you can tell the mood in Manchester City's camp currently. You can tell the mood in Arsenal's haters camp right now. Arsenal are drinking their tears. Yeah, so Arsenal it's time for Arsenal to have their moment. They are cruising to victory. They just have 2 games more to play. So let's delve into it. Welcome to the hardest stakes. My name is the man in your mirror. Just in case you don't know, I'm here to touch your soul.
It's the handsome baby. Listen.
Yeah, so for me, I envisioned that this particular game, that's Arsenal's game with or against West Ham, was going to be a tough match for them. I mean, primarily because West Ham are battling relegation. They are battling relegation, and so they wouldn't make the match easy for Arsenal. And evidently, Arsenal didn't have it easy at the London Stadium. Personally, I didn't watch the entire match. I watched the second half. Evidently, it wasn't an easy game for Arsenal, despite having a one-goal win. And like I said, I envisioned that. And if you look at the remaining fixtures, or when Arsenal had 5 fixtures to play, it was one of the matches that I said it was going to be a tough match for Arsenal, and it became evident that they struggled to score. I mean, more goals in this particular game, and West Ham didn't make the game easy for them. So I'll touch on a few highlights from the few minutes that I watched. I want to talk about David Raya's save. He pulled an outstanding save. I don't know if it was Somerville who he blocked the shot from. Um, if that ball had gone into the net, it was going to be a dagger in the heart of Arsenal. So David Raya really came through for them. The save was outstanding, and I mean I'm sure Ateta was on the touchline thinking, this ball has gone into the net. But unfortunately for Nuno's Espirito's West Ham, the ball didn't get into the net. It was saved by David Raya, and yeah, you could tell the relief on Ateta's face when David Raya made that particular save. Yeah, so Trossard scored in the 83rd minute to put Arsenal in the lead, and it was through a deflection though. He played a shot, and I don't know if it was Suchek who the ball deflected and just went into the net and putting Arsenal in the lead. Another point I want to touch on is West Ham's equalizer. West Ham pulled parity or equalized, but unfortunately the goal was cancelled because one of the players, I mean, when the ball was crossing through the penalty box, one of the players handled David Raya's hand, so the goal had to be cancelled. The goal scorer was Callum Wilson, and unfortunately when it went to VAR, and the game stayed 1 goal to 0. And when Trossard scored a goal, this was Pep's reaction. And then when West Ham pulled parity through Callum Wilson, this was Pep Guardiola's reaction. And when the goal was cancelled, this was Pep's reaction. Well, Arsenal have 2 more matches to play, and they'll be playing against Burnley at home at the Emirates Stadium, and then they'll be playing against Crystal Palace in their final game on the last day. And so for Burnley, it's going to be an easy peasy for Arsenal. It's not going to be a tough match for Arsenal at all. Burnley are already relegated, so this particular match should be a walk in the park for Arsenal. And I mean, for the last match, it's going to be a very difficult game for Arsenal, and it's this particular match is like it's likely to be the title decider for either either Manchester City to win or Arsenal to win the Premier League. So Arsenal before their game against West Ham, they are 2 points atop the Premier League, and then having a victory over West Ham at the London Stadium puts them 5 points clear at the top. And so yeah, just two more victories, and then they are champions of England. It's going to be a happy moment for them. And so we live to see what happens in the next few days. Manchester City have three more games to play, so they also have to win all their games. Arsenal just needs two more wins to clinch the title. So if you are considering who is in the pole position to win currently, it's Arsenal. So I would say Arsenal have that particular advantage over Manchester City now. But I want to believe that should Manchester City have a blip, then it's over, or a slip, it's over for them. So they have to. It's a must for them to win all their three games, and for Arsenal to also win, they have to win all their two games. Yes. So if you haven't subscribed yet, my name is the man in your mirror. Tell somebody about moi, and just let them know about there's a fresh breeze in the system. There is a new air in the system. So yeah, kindly subscribe to the channel, like, share, comment. Yes, so my name is the man in your mirror. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. I am Audi.